Best movie I've seen in a long time, probably since I saw The Green Knight.
I don't like the action more because of the stakes. I just want to see the action.
It was a movie that if I wrote, I feel like I would be okay with what it reflected.
That's a serial killer test right there. Just show them up and see if they cry. One of the more disturbing things.
It may be the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in a movie.
Well, he's Scientologist, but I respect that he put himself out there for being Scientologist.
I didn't say I respect it, I just said he's authentic. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. If you have already watched our stuff and you like it, please like and subscribe. Or if when you're watching this, you think this is worth my time, I'd like to see more, then go ahead and subscribe as well, and we'll see you next time. Here's the trailer of one battle after another.
I watched this so many times.
Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock
Why?
because they're not needed.
What time is it?
You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75.
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home. And I cannot remember, for the life of my only child, the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
You just...
I like how much that guy gets, like, destroyed for being a jerk to him.
You know, you are so unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a whole line of revolutionaries. And you look so lost. What are you gonna do about this baby?
You know what freedom is?
What?
No fear. Go.
He's such a... It's really good.
It's 4-1-3 out there. Not one thing, it's another. Find that to be true.
I need you, brother. Please, Sensei, please.
Courage, Bob. Courage.
That's it. Courage. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it. Viva la revolution!
Dude, I've watched that trailer so many times and just had genuinely no idea what this movie is going to be like.
I feel like you don't get a good idea from the trailer of what even happened. So it won the Academy Award this year.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Did you watch the Oscars?
No. I usually watch like the opening monologue the next day.
What other movies were... I watched Marty Supreme with you, which was fantastic, but definitely a notch lower.
Yeah, there was 3 movies that were like potentially the best film of an auteur, like a really prominent auteur. So like,
and I haven't seen the who are the Safdie brothers? Yeah, I haven't seen Uncut Gems
or Good Time. Okay, well, they're also a good time.
This is what I'm saying. It would be fun. There's so many movies that I haven't seen that you're like, it's unbelievable that I have. Tyler hasn't seen them. It would be fun if you like created. If I had that list out, and then you would just be like, all right, this is the one we're watching, Tyler, or that you're watching now.
I would do that.
But there's like almost no movies on that list for you. Because you've so many years of specifically trying to make sure that you've seen.
Yeah, especially anything newer, because I go to the theater so often. It's like if it was big enough to be in theaters and big enough for like people to kind of care about, I would go see it. And then if like something would come out on a week that I didn't care, like for instance, Mortal Kombat comes out today, and it's like the
Mortal
second one.
Kombat?
The second one. Did you see the first one?
The first recent one?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay. Well, the second one came out today. I think it's the second one. And I don't care about that at all. So if I'm going to go this week, which I did go yesterday.
What'd you see?
Well, I saw Devil Wears Prada 2, which that was kind of the big one from last week, so that doesn't really apply. My point is that if there's a movie that maybe it's popular or it's like the blockbuster movie, quote unquote, of that weekend, and I don't care about it, and it's not like actually a blockbuster, then I just find a different one to see that maybe has good reviews. So here's the winners, or the nominees. One Battle After Another, Bugonia.
Oh, yeah.
F1, which I was not a fan of. Frankenstein. That was the other one that
was F1 the one with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
That was nominated for Best Picture. It's interesting.
Yeah. Hamnet.
Oh, I wanted to see that. Yeah, I did not. Did you?
No, they misspelled the title. Marty Supreme.
Not bad.
The Secret Agent, which was a foreign film. Sentimental Value. I don't remember that.
Man.
Sinners.
Yeah.
And Train Dreams, which I also didn't see.
Yeah.
There's usually one or two of the best pictures that I don't see. Like, if it wasn't popular, if it didn't get like the highest reviews, or if it just looks completely uninteresting to me, which is usually if it's just a straight drama, then I'm like, I'm going to have to really emotionally engage in this. And that's why it's good. It's like, I don't want to watch that.
It's bad. If it's drama.
If it's drama, it's bad.
Just bad.
Yeah, there's no good dramas out there. What's the last good drama you saw?
Pure drama.
Uh-huh.
If it's drama, if it's actual drama, in my mind, it's like, that's actually just melancholy. Or not melancholy. That's melodrama.
Melodrama, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's a soap opera.
What do you remember in genres watching like the melodrama genre of movies? It's like crazy. It's like, I mean, it's basically just Hallmark movies.
You're saying with Wes, he did like a section on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I mean, Hallmark is that genre.
Yeah, it's that genre, and it's like, you know, a ton of people like that genre. And then obviously, if I could get myself into that genre, then you could start to critique and be like, oh, this does the thing that I'm trying to get out of it, and it causes me to feel this way really well, you know, whatever the thing is. So it's like, surely, I don't want to just be like, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
It does feel that way to me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, drama, sometimes pure drama films do still feel that way to me.
Yeah.
Without any other like comedy or suspense or romance. I don't know. You know, I guess dramas usually have romance, but.
So for the sake of the audience, I was going to say that we are going to go through, at least the plan is right now, to go through every Best Picture winner going back to 1926.
Is that the plan?
I think.
You're
the plan.
leader.
We might change, but the plan right now is to go through every Best Picture. Tyler and I, maybe Brandon if he's here, or Zach if he's here, but usually just with Tyler and I, will watch that film that week, and then we'll discuss what we think about it, what came out that year, all that good stuff. So hopefully you want to listen to that. There's the plan. So what I was going to say is, well, I asked you, what's the last drama? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, pure drama.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time even thinking of a pure drama. I think of things like Revolutionary Road, or you know, really terribly sad movies like what's the one with Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea?
Oh yeah.
Or
Gone Baby Gone. That's like a mystery, but
no, I haven't seen that. It's hard for me to even to even genuinely think of like a pure drama.
So I just saw last week. I saw it's the new Zendaya movie. What is that?
Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's called The Drama. That's hilarious. It's called The Drama, and
man, I don't keep up.
I really enjoyed it, but it was particularly interesting So, do you care if I spoil it? I'm guessing you're never going to watch it. So it's her and Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I did want to see this. You can spoil it.
Okay.
It's fine.
So she's with Robert Pattinson. They have a little meet cute at the beginning. He's writing his wedding speech.
He feels like really old, a lot older than her. Is that true or no?
I bet he's 40.
He feels like
And
40.
she's
And she feels like
26,
she's
I
like,
think.
yeah, that's quite a bit.
29.
Okay. That's an age gap.
He's 39.
All right.
I have friends with that big of a gap. It's not too weird.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's fine. It's just it is like, oh.
Yeah,
there's
but
a gap.
I mean, come on, it's Robert.
Also, she looks young for her age.
She does.
They were gonna do Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
Then they went De Niro. They're like, and then they're like Downey Jr.
Oh, they went Joe Pesci first.
Which Robert can we do?
What's the movie that Joe Pesci's in where he's got like the long hair and he's a college student?
I have no idea. Sounds hilarious.
It's a really popular movie. I forget. It's from the 80s. Yeah.
I don't have any
It's not
idea.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's with Sean Penn, I
He's
think,
got
right?
long. Joe Pesci's got long.
Oh, it's hilarious. Well, let me see. Joe
Wait, is it
Pesci.
the one the my cousin?
It's With Honors.
Oh, I never heard of it.
He has a long hair and a scruffy beard.
All right.
Okay, so in the drama, there's the meet cute, and then it's kind of with a voiceover of Robert Pattinson giving his like wedding speech, or he's writing it with his friend about what he's going to say about her.
Yeah.
And so, you get to know her a little bit through that, them through that. And then as they're at a venue doing like a wine testing to see if for their wedding, if they want to use that venue, they're there with two of their friends they sit down at a table and the venue is bringing them like wine and food, and they keep asking for more wine, even though they're not supposed to. And the venue's like annoyed with them because they know that they're just taking advantage of them. Anyway, they somehow start the conversation of what's the darkest thing you've ever done? Like what's the worst thing you've ever done? Which it was kind of far-fetched, but they were all kind of drunk a little bit. So they go around and like each person's thing, well, the main guy's thing was like kind of disturbing.
What, Robert Pattinson?
No, I'm sorry. The friend guy's thing is kind of disturbing. His girlfriend's thing was like pretty messed up, but like, okay, it all turned out okay. So I guess it's fine.
What type? What sexual? What types of
Hers was
things?
like when she was a babysitter. I think it was like the kid that she was babysitting went out in the forest and he wasn't supposed to, and he went into this seemingly abandoned trailer that was like out in the forest, and he was checking it out, and she went in there and then she locked him in a closet to teach him a lesson, and then she left and then like left him there, and then they had to have like a whole search party to find him. And
That's unbelievably disturbing.
it is disturbing. So it is disturbing. It is like what, and they were like, what the heck? And then it gets to Robert Pattinson, and his thing was like,
Is she like laughing? Is she like, oh, and then I did this? Or is it
she's
like,
well,
oh,
he was okay. Like it turned out okay. And then Robert Pattinson shares, and his thing is like no, I don't even remember. It was like something that probably everyone's done. I don't want to say that because I don't remember what it was, but it was something that was like, it was like, okay, yours is the least bad thing. And then it gets to Zendaya, and she shares, and she's pretty drunk. She shares that when she was a teenager, she planned a school shooting, had everything, made her manifesto, had the gun, and was preparing to do it. But there was another shooting like the
I like
day
that
before.
she's like the only girl that's ever.
Well, there have been girl
Okay,
school shooters.
I've never
So,
seen
but
it.
she didn't do it. But then it's like the whole movie is like Robert Pattinson trying to be like, should I stay with this like that's psychotic. And it's really interesting because I keep being like, it was like long in the past. She didn't do it. She's clearly a different person now.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. But then I'm like, you are like wondering, like you have to get to a crazy mental state to be like, I'm going to go kill a lot of people. And I was going to do it, except for something got in my way, and then I changed my mind. So in some ways, you're basically going to marry a school shooter who like got away with it by it not happening. So then I don't know. It is interesting the whole time to like see.
So when you say like, do you mind if I give it away? But that's pretty early in the movie.
It's pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
You could still enjoy it.
And then the rest of it's just drama.
Yeah, the drama. Okay. So one battle after another. I saw it. I texted you right away.
Yeah, you're like begging me to see it.
I was like, best movie I've seen in a long time. Probably since I saw The Green Knight was the last time that I like watched a movie in a theater and was like, oh my gosh. And then I went with you. We saw it. You felt at least as strongly as I did.
Yeah, surprisingly, since you had
talked it up.
Yeah, talked it up so much.
That's rare.
Yeah.
You know a movie's good if someone talks it up and then you love it.
Yeah, your expectations are high. I was like gripping my seat the whole time. I remember returning to when it goes like, you know, what is it, like a quarter of the movie is the beginning?
Yeah.
It's like years ago. A quarter of the movie, a fifth of the movie, and I like turned to you, I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just page turner, whatever version of a movie that is.
Yeah. So
I don't know. It's hard for me to actually that quality of it. What do you call it? Suspenseful. It's not the suspense. It's the constant pulse,
the drive.
Yeah, the drive. It just was. I don't know if I've seen a movie that just. Marty Supreme and the what I've heard from Uncut Gems, that does have that feeling. Yes. Except for in Marty Supreme, I didn't feel like this. The drive felt more of just kind of sometimes chaotic, and it didn't feel like it was. Oh well, now this thing happened. That's okay. I'm following and I'm liking it, but on a rewatch, it's like, okay, it doesn't feel like it's as integrated and as clean as one battle after another.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm trying to think of other movies that have that same drive because
Drive
is
that does not have that.
It's like the opposite. The opposite of it's such a slow burn.
Yeah,
but so Good Time, which is the other Safdie brothers really popular movie. So those three.
That's Robert Pattinson, and then one of the Safdie brothers is like his younger brother.
His younger brother. Yeah, I believe it's Benny. It's the director of Marty Supreme, I believe. Which I don't think was the brothers. I don't think both of them did Marty Supreme, but I could be wrong. I think it was just the one. Anyway, could be wrong about that. The other movie that comes to mind, and we're sidestepping from one battle after another to talk about this movie for a second, but is Dunkirk.
Oh, I just don't feel that. But I've only seen Dunkirk one time.
Yeah,
and I have to see it again. But I did not feel. I see that other people felt that, where you're like, oh my gosh, you know.
Yeah, the music doesn't stop the whole movie.
Yeah,
and it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt that?
I definitely felt like this is going.
Yeah.
I didn't love it by any means.
Yeah. Just have to see it again, to be honest. But yeah, that at that time, it didn't work for me in that particular way. I don't know why.
It's because you're not British like me.
My brain wasn't developed. When did Dunkirk come out?
2015 maybe?
Yeah, I was only 25. Male brains develop when they're up to 26.
2017.
Oh, shoot. Damn
Dumb. Dumb brain.
Yeah.
If Tarantino didn't say it was one of the two best movies of the last 20 years, would you be like convinced that if anyone thinks it's a great movie that they're kind of dumb?
No, I just want to watch it again.
Okay.
I want to watch it again either way. I need to see it again.
Yeah.
I can't speak to it.
Maybe we'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
When we do 2017, we should watch that. And whenever the Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to one battle after another. It had drive. What did you feel made it, if you felt similar to me, the best movie of the last several years? Or at least one of the best. I loved Poor Things, but
yeah, same. Yeah, we do feel similarly about that, which I just talked to somebody who was like, oh, I loved Begonia and hated Poor Things. I didn't understand it at all. Oh, it was my buddy Lars.
Okay.
And
Well, I respect Lars. So.
yeah, no, me too. And I actually
respect
felt, and he spoke about Begonia in such a way that I just hadn't, I kind of feel dumb saying it out loud, but I just didn't catch on to like, I feel so specifically dumb because it's like, feels so obvious. All the critique of corporate, technocrats and all this type of stuff.
Sure.
And it's speaking to that. And that really like hit Lars really well. Like it was like, oh, this really, interested him. And then he didn't, and so all the social commentary and everything. And I just was like, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I was just like watching it just as it was and not really thinking about the commentary. Maybe because with Poor Things, it's so bizarre that it just feels more obvious to me, the types of social commentary it's making, everything on society and everything.
Sure.
And so and then it also was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And I just felt like Begonia didn't have quite the humor or whatever.
I liked Begonia a lot. For me, and this was just like my experience of it, which I could see just as easily not having had this experience. I just knew that was going to be the ending. I just knew that everything that they're saying is going to be true, because if it's not, it just kind of feels like any other movie. And I don't know. Somehow I just knew. I just was like, okay, here we go. Oh, she's going in there, and yep, she's going up to the space thing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I kind of hoped the opposite.
I shouldn't say I knew. That's not true. But it was like, if I had to guess, it'd be like, that's where this is going.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just because if that didn't happen, it just seemed too straightforward, and all his other movies are bizarre.
I've only seen the two. It just wasn't as funny. Poor Things is hysterical. Like I'm crying laughing at Mark Ruffalo's character and all the humor's so dry, but it's just I don't know. It's great. I don't know if it's I think it's supposed to be comedic. It felt pretty obvious to me that
100%.
Yeah.
Poor Things.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo's extremely funny. There's no way he didn't think he was being hilarious.
No. But anyway, that was an offshoot. We're talking about One Battle After Another, which I'm having a hard time knowing why I felt. Yeah, we talked about it so much back then.
Yeah, I feel like it had drive the whole time. I also feel like just the tension of him growing up, having taken care of her, and you really understanding the background. Like, it mattered that they spent the first 30 minutes of the movie giving him his background so that we understand who raised her, who her mother was, how he wasn't as, you could say, like, committed as she was to the revolution. Like, he was a revolutionary, but like, he saw his daughter as more valuable, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Her ideology and his were different. How they played out. And and I think one of the things that I liked about the movie so much is that it was a play of ideologies. Her ideology was different than Leo's ideology, and then interplay. There was a huge interplay that was such a incredible, I think, message that we talked about between the whole password guy and his ideology. Just being like, oh well, this revolution is about being nitpicky. Or rather than humans and about, tangible reality, about family, about, whatever, that type of stuff. And then all of that played out with the hyperbolic conservative ideology of Sean Penn and the Christmas Adventurers Club. And so it was just an interplay of all these. And in my opinion, what the message that the, director, writer, Paul Thomas Anderson is saying I think it's a critique of all these radical ideologies, and then it's a lifting up, not a pure critique. I think to some degree a critique of radical ideologies, whether on the right or left or whatever. And I think it's funny because I think whatever ideology the person that I talk to has seen it, they don't. It's like, oh, that's just liberal propaganda. That's conservative. I don't know. It's just, and it's like, no, it's so clearly to me that this is an uplifting of, unity between generations. It's a celebration of family, and bonds, relational bonds, and I felt like the whole movie converged into that, climax to the very point where she's, we talked about this, but where she's holding the gun, doing the exact same thing to her dad that one guy was doing. It was like, tell me the password. Her entire world has been so, understandably, they're all traumatized because of the titular problem. They're going through one battle after another, and they've been through unbelievable trauma that you as the audience member to a degree are going through because you're sweating watching it all. And then they've just like lost their humanity. They've lost their, remembrance. This is literally my father,
Yeah.
and I'm pointing a gun at him, shouting at him to tell me the password.
Yeah.
And, essentially, which I think is a huge, metaphor of sorts to the making sure that we're using the right words, speaking, like the right way about, using, it's kind of a little bit of a critique on the political correctness that we're demanding, that, if you're not saying the right things, then you're just out of the ball game.
Yeah.
In terms of making change, in terms of contributing to society, and then just not seeing the humanity and that, have to have the patience for an older generation. Leo's character's like, he's fought the fought. He's trying to do his best and he's failing and he's kind of admitting it. He's like, I'm not in it. He literally goes to that, his daughter has the trans friend. And then he's like, he's trying to be welcoming, but he's kind of being offensive in some ways. And he's, and he's drunk and it's like, and they're all like kind of rolling. There's, and it's, but you as the audience member can see his heart and he's trying, and he's doing, and I think that the film is trying to say, yes, he's flawed, but let's try to all see humanity in the different generations. We're all on the same team. We're all trying to do the same thing. And it's less about the political messages or whatever.
I mean, I think it was very intentional that he made the daughter, the first time you see her, or as an adult, or as a teen, is she's doing Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's this feeling of like her mom and the revolution 15 years ago was just like kind of chaotic, and this version of her that you're first presented with, I feel like, is just communicating that something about power contained and like under control. Like
that's what she's striving toward. Or just like the next generation is maybe should be striving toward that. I don't know, because her dad and mom kind of responded in two ways that are like, this isn't good. Like her mom just went off and abandoned her child. Yeah. And the dad just became drunk and like doesn't really care about anything anymore. I mean, he cares about it, but he's not doing anything. Yeah. And I think it was purposeful that she was this Taekwondo fighter, that her sensei was like helped out Leo. And he clearly represents this like type of order under chaos, this type of, proper revolutionary of sorts. He's clearly providing and caring for his family and then his community even, and then he's like this leader. And then he's her mentor of sorts. And he like you said, that he's like, I don't know if it's a middle ground or if it's it's some sort of prototype of the right way to go about, fighting whatever they're fighting. The powers that be in the movie, it's in the movie, it's the government, cracking down on immigration and whatnot. Sure.
Yeah, because like at that exact same time, there's just full chaos in the streets.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to find their way through it. And the sensei is like, he's got plans for everything. Yeah. He's not fighting against the police. He's being like,
like, I don't think what they're doing is okay. These people matter to me. I've got this whole plan to like hide them. You need my help, so I'm finding a way to help you.
He's kind to his family. Like you can see the way he's relating with, he's like introducing, he's kind to Leo's character, and he's like honoring him, even though he's like clearly such a schmuck at this point in his life and just a drunk, but he's like, helping him out so much.
It's kind of like a praise of Taekwondo. The movie is like, yeah, Taekwondo.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so I was going to read this because I watched PTA's acceptance speech, and it was interesting. He had a somewhat of a political line in there. He said, in the acceptance speech itself, he did suggest the movie has a political or social viewpoint, but he did not spell out a specific partisan viewpoint. The key line was when he accepted the screenplay Oscar and said he wrote this movie for his kids to say sorry for the housekeeping mess that we left in this world.
Yeah.
And hoped this generation would bring common sense and decency.
Yeah, that's in line with what I felt it was speaking to. I did also, I guess maybe this is what he's saying, is a call or maybe an ask to the younger generation, maybe for some grace as well, to the older generation. Like, we messed up. I'm sorry, and we were trying. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All of that it did have to do with, interestingly, why I liked the movie. I doubt that PTA and I share political viewpoints. I don't have a lot of very strong political viewpoints, but I doubt that we share what I do have. However, I just felt like that was a movie that I could have made. Not that I could have made. I couldn't have made it.
Yeah, I could have made it easy.
It was a movie that if I wrote, I feel like I would be okay with what it reflected. To some degree. Maybe there's a few moments I would have felt like, this is being a little bit too much this way or that way. But
well, one of the things that we've talked about for years and years and years is, every narrative has a message. You're telling, and then to what degree is it just like you're preaching, and to what degree are you like hiding the message and weaving it into the story? And I thought it was a masterclass on that. It was, some other people, because it's so, the movie itself, the characters themselves are so politically charged. And I think maybe you or somebody said that PTA spoke about it like it's like, I exaggerated them so much so that they were just like Star Wars. It's like the rebels and Darth Vader. And, it's like, and, when you watch Star Wars, you're not like, oh, well, yeah, the rebels have a great political ideology and structure of government that they're proposing. You're just like, oh, it's bad guys, good guys.
Yeah.
And that is how I felt when I watched it. But we do live in such a politically charged climate that many people I know watched it and were just like, I can't watch this because clearly these are the liberals, clearly these are the conservatives, and I just can't, whatever.
It also came out like right at a time. Did it come out shortly after Charlie Kirk was shot? I can't remember. I think it did. But it was right at a time where like political violence was like in the news a lot, like it was being talked about. It was
ICE was right,
well, ICE
right
was too, and it still is. But my point is that I feel like everybody was already like had opinions on political violence and strong feelings about what you should say or not say about it. So when it came out, it was like I feel strongly that people forget that when movies come out,
they've been being made.
They were written 2 years early, 1 or 2 or sometimes 10 years earlier. And so it's like, he's trying to say this. It's like, he just was writing it. Actually, it's more interesting the fact that he made it before it was as in the news. I mean, like the BLM riots, and there have been things over the years, and I don't know when he started it, but I feel like people naturally like get upset based on whatever the cultural conversation is at the time.
Yeah.
And then my other thing was I just felt like it was cool. Like I just felt like there was a neo-Western element to it. like a car chase, multiple car chases, like them running from the police, him trying to snipe like this like old cathedral.
Yeah, bounty hunters. And then that guy, it's like a key thing that he like goes and kills all of the people who are like clearly into child trafficking.
Yes.
And then it's like a clear and obvious like shift for him because he's like got this.
Oh yeah,
it's like a really important
when
key.
they tie her up.
Yeah,
and he frees her.
Yeah,
and she drives away. Yeah, it's so cool. It's racing the whole time from the moment she gets taken. It's like just doesn't let up till it's over.
You know what movie it really reminds me of now that I think of it? I don't know. You gonna try?
Well, okay, let me see. Is it a movie I'll think of?
Think of a movie where it's a great movie, all-time great, where the main character is trying to protect a younger character and they're racing through chaos for most of the movie. Like just revolutions and chaos and all sorts of like craziness. And I can give you a hint that'll give it away, but honestly,
War of the Worlds?
No, it's set in the future, not distant future, but
oh man, tell me who the actor is.
Clive,
I know that's Clive Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, Children of Men.
Yeah. Don't you think that you see the similarity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the chaos that he he obviously Leo's not protecting her. He's trying to protect her. He's trying to chase her down, but it's like really similar where just going like, the whole environment, they create a world of chaos that and then it's so politically charged and everything. And
yeah. One battle after another. Rocks.
I really am so glad it won. When it did come out, it just didn't seem like it was getting the type of I don't know. I was reading different critical reviews and whatever, and people were like, "Oh, it's good." And then again, even the critics, they just got so caught up in the immediate politics that they saw on screen, and then they were praising them, because most of the critics are really left leaning, and then they were like, "Oh, it's such a triumph for the left," and it was like, this is so clearly not. That's just the most basic watching of it, in not what the intention. It really does a disservice to the film to only go that far in your critical analysis.
It's like if that was the whole point of it, then it definitely shouldn't have won Best Screenplay.
No, that's such a deeper film. Idea. Yeah.
All right, so if One Battle After Another didn't win, then between Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams, what would have won if PTA didn't?
I've only seen Frankenstein, Marty Supreme,
Begonia.
I didn't see Sinners. I feel like I just heard your take, and I'm like, David's right.
I didn't think it was bad.
Exactly.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I thought you said it was a great movie.
Oh,
and it was just like.
But why would that make you not see it? Oh, like you heard my take and you don't like it?
I usually only go see movies with you. I don't know. Okay. I don't really see a lot of movies.
No, but what did you mean when you said you heard my take? You mean that I
don't know. You were just like, oh yeah, it's good. It's great movie. And it was like, vampires, and I felt like you said it like reminded you, maybe somebody else told. It's like Dusk Till Dawn.
It has that feel a bit. I mean, it's not crazy like that, but
I don't know why Michael B. Jordan he's a great actor. I don't know why he's not a super, there's A-listers that I'm just like, oh, I'm so compelled to see. Maybe I need to go see the Creed movies.
Oh,
but
so
he doesn't have this magnetic, aura that I'm just like, oh, I really can't wait to go see him act. A person who I struggle so much with and why I don't like watching Tenet is Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah.
And what was the other movie he did? The sci-fi? The Creator?
Yeah, The Creator.
It's like, dude, he is so boring to watch to me.
I agree.
He's the opposite of his father.
Yeah.
It's like, you are bringing nothing to this.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I actually am really interested in the topic of like the type of just screen magnetism, who you're like, I just want to see that person. I just want to watch them. I mean, Denzel on as far as like just pure magnetism of like you're just watching interviews is like you're just so I don't even know. And it doesn't have to be when he's like really, you know, over the top or anything. He's just got such a presence. I don't know. I think Jack Nicholson has a great screen presence.
Yeah, he does. I don't really like him.
You don't like Jack Nicholson?
Not really.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you know that it was his house where the girl was raped by
Roman Polanski?
Roman Polanski, yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And Angelica Houston was at the house that night doing drugs.
Oh, that's
I think
crazy.
it's kind of crazy.
That is really interesting.
I read that book called The Girl, written by the girl.
Oh, really?
Who was raped.
Oh, wow.
And she gives her account.
Yeah, Hollywood's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like what your brother was texting the other day when you start looking at like all the different family. What was it? The Coppola family?
Coppola, yeah. Well, also the Houston family.
Yeah, John Huston.
John Huston.
Great director.
Well, who's the other? Oh, the brother, what's his name? Danny Houston. What's his name?
Yeah, I was just talking to some friends and younger guys about just like this one kid was like wanting to, he's like, oh, I'm really interested in entrepreneurship, and it's so sad and just so true. It's like your success is going to be based on your relationships.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not a hard truth. It doesn't have to be true all the time, but it's just like, I was talking to an older mentor as I'm like, trying to figure out
You said he's starting a company?
just some young kid has interest in entrepreneurship. I was telling him what another guy was telling me, which is just like networking. Your relationships is how you're going to succeed in almost everything.
Yeah.
Obviously you can have you could have a great idea and you could have no. But anyway, Hollywood's clearly the same, obviously.
Would you say that we succeeded, or our business has succeeded to some degree because of relationships? Or
well, yeah, our relationship, with our friendship, Brandon, the inherent relationship of,
yeah, and
then we started. It was Facebook. Our first jobs were friends and
siblings,
family. Yeah, and then so at some point in time you move on, and then it was like, okay, well, we had success that wasn't specifically because of relationships. But then you get a little bit more meta about it. And it was like, okay, well, could we have succeeded if we didn't have the foundation of positive relationships as a personality trait? So it's just like,
I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily discourage someone who's like, I want to be an entrepreneur by being like, you don't have any good relationships or something like that.
But what is more often happens is I think an underestimating of the importance of relationships in all these different categories. It's like, oh, you can just by your own merit, by whatever. And obviously that's how we would love for society to run.
All right.
Oh, screen magnetism. Did we finish that conversation?
No, you got to Jack Nicholson and I started talking about
You need to add. I mean, Adam Driver is one.
Okay.
There's like a force of screen, but there's like, oh, I want to see that movie because blank is in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, The Rock. I mean, who else?
Oh, yeah.
It's just I don't care.
That's your 5.
Brad Pitt. I don't know.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Number 1, Tom Cruise. For me.
Yeah, Tom Cruise
this is for me.
No, okay. So you're like, oh, I'll go see a bad Tom Cruise movie and I'll just be so happy to be watching that Scientologist just interact.
Any Scientologist, I'm all about. What's a bad Tom Cruise movie?
There are bad Tom Cruise movies.
Mission Impossible 2
right now. Yeah, Mission Impossible 2. That's one.
I've only seen it once.
I just saw it. It's tough to get through. It's not fun to watch. Actually, it is. It would be really fun to do for movie night.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that would be a blast.
You know, it's a great Tom Cruise movie that you might not have seen. Is Night and Day with
I
Cameron
love it.
Diaz.
It's just pure popcorn.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So fun. I love a parody. I'd love an action parody, like the Central Intelligence, Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
Where it's just like, oh, this is fantastic because I don't when an action movie is a pure action movie, I don't like the action more because of the stakes. I just want to see the action. So if it's an action comedy, great.
Yeah.
Like that's even better. It's like, oh, so if an action parody is like, oh, we're going to do over the, that's essentially what Fast and Furious movies became, is action parodies of themselves.
Would you say that Kung Fu Panda is an action parody?
Oh, it's a parody of sorts. It's a Kung Fu parody.
Kung Fu,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure. It's an action parody.
I watch it for the action.
That's I haven't seen the 2, 3, or 4.
Dude, you're missing out.
Yeah, pretty good.
Well, yeah, watch them with Holly.
Dude, Jack Black. You know what I did watch with Holly? Minecraft
movie.
Oh my gosh. Jack Black is screen magnetism. Oh my gosh, dude. Doesn't matter what this man does.
Yeah.
He's so funny, dude. When he starts singing about his like little shop that he made. You should pull up
is it the lava chicken?
Yeah. It's
lava.
It's so dumb.
I've heard that song more than maybe any song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have played it in our house so many times, and our kids would sing it after time.
Makes sense. Rightly so. I've only seen it. I had no idea. I was just crying, laughing with Holly, just watching this.
Well, in the song, he goes la 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 lava chicken, ooh lava chicken is as tasty as hell, and then so our kids are always like tasty as hey, or sometimes they'll do like tasty as heck.
Yeah, I love the character in Minecraft where he's like so earnest, like unlike Nacho Libre or almost any other Jack Black character, where they're like he's funny and like and he's dumb, but Minecraft is like he's like the arbiter of like he's the most wise and like and he's just like so silly, but like the strongest, best fighter, smartest about this world. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, I love it. I love the twist on it. And then Jason Momoa is like the dumb, idiot, which is, he's okay. But
all right, so Tom Cruise, Denzel Washington. There's both.
Dude, Jamie Foxx. I didn't add that to mine.
Those two guys are like just way higher than anybody else. So
yeah, man, I'm so interested that you say Tom Cruise. I mean, Tom Cruise is fun to watch. Mission Impossible is fun to watch, but there's not. I mean, he's so charismatic. Mm-hmm. You know, he does have the charisma, but
I like every line that he says.
I'm kind of annoyed. I think I'm just a little bit annoyed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of like I actually went back because I don't know what I was watching.
Maybe he's short. You only like tall people.
I think rightly so. Yeah. Yeah. And
I have to be pretty awesome to have been your friend, actually. I'm sure.
No, I just want a sidekick. No, it helps me. It makes me feel better. I want somebody who's constantly, when I go into a room and they're like,
lower than
this. Who's the better? That guy is obviously better.
Yeah.
He's so. No, I do think. So I was watching something and they were like, "Oh, Tom Cruise. Who's more like charismatic than Tom Cruise or something?" And then it was Jerry Maguire. Mm-hmm. So I went and watched some of the scenes, and I was just like. Yeah, charismatic, but I guess maybe it's that I'm to this age in my life where I'm like, if I met Jerry Maguire, I would be like, oh yeah, you're like I met you and liked you for 1 minute person.
Yeah.
And then I can obviously see that you're deeply troubled and are just like, not deeply, you're not like an authentic person.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's how I feel about Tom Cruise.
I feel like Tom Cruise is pretty authentic.
Yeah.
I love Tom Cruise, obviously.
Wait, you're saying you feel like when you're watching his characters, it's authentic? You're like...
No, they're the person.
The person?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying about the person. I'm saying about the characters he portrays.
I mean, he really put himself out there with that Scientology.
Yeah, he's...
some nutty stuff.
You're saying that you're like, oh, well, he's Scientologist, but I respect that he put himself out there for being Scientologist.
I didn't say I respect it. I just said he's authentic.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I can't argue it. Yeah.
And then The Rock. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would put him up there.
Yeah.
Chaplin. He might be the most. Every moment he's on screen. Like, oh.
So funny. Yeah, it is true. Well, if you're going to go that, I would go Groucho Marx. I want to watch Groucho all the time.
Yes. I mean, Jim Carrey is like incredible to watch.
Yeah, and he is in a bunch of terrible movies, in a bunch of terrible roles, and then it's just like, well, at least I'm watching this hilarious person.
Yeah.
we obviously, and we don't need to break it down anymore, but there obviously is two different sides of this. There's the people who are just, I'm just enjoying watching because they're so funny. Or, it's like the Jack Black, the Jim Carrey. And then there's like, or it's just, I'm wanting to watch The Rock, who as a specimen of human. And then there's the other category of like, okay, Denzel, you're like, you're an actor.
Yeah.
And that's like that's really the category.
Yeah.
It's like the Denzel, and for you, it's like the Tom Cruise or, whatever, the person who's acting.
Yeah.
So we don't have to break it down any further, but it's.
Yeah.
Is that your list?
Those three.
No more.
Chaplin and Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I don't really know how you can put Chaplin into it. He's playing he's a clown. He's a character.
Yeah, but every moment he's like he's enjoyable to watch every action that he does.
That is true.
It's just his face. Oh my gosh.
That's kind of like Thomas Gore though. It's like I just want to watch this person.
Yeah.
Be that person.
Yeah, shout out Thomas Gore. You're maybe the funniest person I've ever watched.
YouTuber.
Yes, Balloon Shop YouTube. Go check it out. Christmas, what is it? Eggnog.
Christmas eggnog.
Balloon Shop Eggnog. If you search that, watch it, you will not be let down. Well, maybe you will, but if you're in high school and you were born in the 90s.
You need to be like a high schooler. Or a high school brained person. Like me.
All right, can I switch into sports?
Yeah.
I know this is mostly about movies.
Talking basketball?
Let's talk NBA Finals.
Is it happening right now? I'm completely unaware.
I realized so late that like, why would I talk about this with Tyler? He's not like into it.
I love it. I'm into it. No, it's great because then you get. I love talking to you about sports.
Yeah.
And
yes.
This time every year, I always get sucked in like automatically to you because you're so desperate to talk about and have me be into the finals. And I'm just like, I'll be a good friend.
Yeah.
And I like being a good friend.
You're great.
The only other ones that I can think of is the Cavs Warriors, which was one of the best sports things to watch ever when LeBron took them back 3 games to win. So I appreciate sports, but
that was crazy.
Yes.
That was like,
it was clearly like, this man needs to accomplish this thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm such a LeBron fan. I was thinking about this.
You know what though? You still can't do it alone. Like he still had to have a lot of help.
Yeah, he had to have a lot of help, but isn't it like pretty like well known? Like even that team at that time was one of the weaker teams.
Oh, it was amazing that they
cast.
came back.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting in sports and in the way that people talk about sports, people who analyze, commentators, it's part of the job. It's just to simplify things. But you look and you go, okay, LeBron has.
What do you have, Kyrie at the time?
4 rings. This person has this many rings, which is awesome. But then you look at a game like that game where Kyrie hits a really difficult shot to even allow him to do what he did, like right toward the end. And it's like, or you look at the Ray Allen shot with the Heat that was a last second buzzer beater to win that game. So he's got 2 rings
based on
that he got, and I'm not downing LeBron. Has the greatest career of all time. He's either the second or first greatest basketball player who's ever played. He's the second. But it is interesting when you start talking about accolades when you just kind of like, flatten everything to go, he's got this. Yeah. It's like, okay. I mean, you also can't just look at statistics because you've got to look at like who's on your team. I honestly, I feel like what it comes down to is like, you have to watch the player. You have to like watch them play a bunch of games and then just be like, who's the best?
Yeah, that, or can you just like ask all the players that were in the league at the time? Just be like, and just be like, okay. And then there's players who played against LeBron that also played against Jordan. you know,
Exactly,
and
like,
Kobe,
yeah.
and you know, obviously it's at different times, but like it's not, you know, these players, you know, they're not dumb. They can obviously be like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
you
there were
can't-
players who were good who played against Jordan, and they were good when LeBron came. I mean, LeBron came in the league in 2003. Like,
yeah, I do think that there's a lot of like, you know, there's people like Isaiah Thomas or other people like Shaq who it's like so obvious, like you hold a grudge. You know, it's like you can't, you know.
I guess who?
Well, Isaiah Thomas against Jordan.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I just
And-
know what you meant by Shaq.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I've just watched Shaq talk with Barkley, and it's like, oh, you're. Yeah,
Oh, he's just petty.
he's so petty. It's like so funny, but it's like okay. So there are players that they can't like enter the conversation like without
yeah.
you know whatever their spite.
Yeah, that's a weird thing about Isaiah Thomas. He seems like such a great guy, but yeah, he's always just like
Yeah, maybe the documentaries like
not about Jordan, but
make him out to be worse or something. I don't know.
yeah. No, but I agree. I think there's like people who played against both. I also think it really matters. Now we're just in the GOAT conversation, but it matters, like you said, like how do people who played with them like in their time talk about them? And that's where I am with LeBron is like not everybody who played with LeBron during the peak of his career was like he's
Just
the
a
god
different-
of basketball.
Yeah.
You know, he thought he was the god of basketball, and a lot of people treated him that way. But when Michael played, it was like, I mean, Larry Bird literally said he's like God wearing basketball shoes while he was still good and in the league, like while Larry was still like an amazing player. And if you ever hear Magic Johnson talk about him, it's like he was otherworldly. No one in the 90s was like, who's the best player right now? It was like, there's Jordan, and then let's talk about the other people. You know, LeBron came up at the same time as Steph. I personally am like a huge
Short man.
Yeah, I'm a small short man.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Muggsy Bogues, you big fan.
yeah.
I really think there's a case for Muggsy Bogues GOAT.
I
you know.
loved
'Cause you
Jordan because he was in Space Jam with Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah,
and
you
I
start to like
respect-
make a really huge case where you're like, well, then you got to take him pound for pound. And, you know,
Yeah.
when you think about the GOAT debate,
Who was
and,
better?
you know, obviously Jordan's better, smaller,
Yeah.
but LeBron, I think, is so interesting. I am so curious how just the perception of his legacy and who he is will go after, you know, in 20 years from now. And I do think that there's a lot of things that are like shifted, even how like, you know, his personality and affects a lot of how people think of him. But
Yeah.
it is crazy to me that he was talked about by everyone. The expectations of him were so unbelievably high, and then he just met
Yeah.
and exceeded for his entire career. And then besides, there's some antics, but there's really not much. He's just like, I mean, as far as I understand, he's just a really good dad and father.
Mm.
And he's just like, oh, it's the most special thing that I'm playing with my son,
Yeah.
who seems to be like, doing pretty good. Like,
Yeah, he's doing
really,
all right.
doing a great NBA player. Like, you know,
Yeah, he probably wouldn't be in the NBA.
sorry,
without his
great player.
great basketball player.
Who
yeah.
is, you know, or whatever. But I don't know. To me, it's just like, oh, wow, that's such an impressive thing. You know, I'm not sitting there being like, oh, he's greater than Michael. I don't know. I don't really know how someone can make a case for that. I mean, you can argue. It's fun to argue, but it's just like,
Yeah,
okay.
first you have to argue about what is a GOAT,
yeah, then, yeah.
which means different things to different people.
But he is one of my favorite players to watch. I love watching Michael. I love watching highlights. I love watching all this type of stuff. I don't know why it's just so fun for me to watch LeBron. It's like you shouldn't be able to move with that amount of mass and size. It seems like you're just doing small man things.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's how everybody talks about Victor Wembanyama now. Like,
Oh yeah. I don't get that feeling.
Barkley
when
was
I
just
watch.
saying the other day, or was it Barkley? There was another guy I was watching. I forget. Many people think he'll be the greatest player of all time, and that there won't be a conversation anymore.
Yeah, it is. That's an interesting trend because it does seem that there's just this thing about like a taller player being able to, you know, and it's like, oh, the taller you get, it's like clearly so much more difficult to maneuver your body.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what's his name that is really tall, but super skinny guy went to the Warriors, and then now he goes to all the different
Durant?
Durant. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really tall, right? He's like 6'11" or
6'11", yeah.
And isn't that like am I just off? I feel like,
Well, Victor's like 7'5".
I know what I'm saying is like how great a player is per their height.
Oh,
Because when I watch Victor, it's like, well, I wouldn't say the same thing. It's like, you're not playing like a short man, but you're playing not like a 7'5" person. Player.
Yeah.
You're playing like you're able to use that height,
Yeah.
as if,
I mean, he's going between his legs, behind his back, taking people to the basket. I mean, he is amazing.
It is fun to watch. Yeah.
The first game of the series against the Timberwolves, which was 3 nights ago.
What's a Timberwolf?
A type of wolf?
Okay. Never heard of it. It's just, I don't know. That makes like just
or
a
just
random
wolves
thought
who
to
live in
myself.
the woods?
Yeah.
Timber?
Timberwolf. It's like Desert Bull. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, keep going. I'm just an idiot talking, trying to like come up.
Well, he got 12 blocks. 12.
What?
12.
How? That's insane. How is it such that the team's like, no, you can't shoot when the person's even near?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got to watch that.
He's the first unanimous defensive player of the year ever.
That's crazy.
I mean, if you think about in the paint, he blocked 12. That's 22.
That's crazy to hear you
24
saying
points.
that what you're saying about him on offense. I don't know much about basketball, but it's like I would expect that there would be like super tall guys that are just like, oh, that's the greatest defender ever, and then he's shit on offense,
Right.
Duh.
Yeah, like
But-
Rudy Gobert. That's how
Sure.
he is.
Yeah, but then hearing this guy is like, oh, one of the greatest offensive players,
Mhm.
one of the greatest defensive players. How old is he?
22, maybe.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's nuts to watch. He's fun to watch too.
Just feels like he's gonna break. Little twig.
I feel like he's going to get injured for sure. He needs to keep putting muscle on, which he has every year. But like,
Just do that like sumo diet.
the thing about him though is that he's not just 7'4" or 7'5". You hear different things. His wingspan his arms are incredibly long.
Like they're longer per even his body.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
he has
crazy.
like an 8-foot wingspan.
Oh,
So he's just like, you can't
he's like
score in the paint.
yeah, he's like a freaking alien. It's like the alien from
Well, that's his, that's his, they call him the alien.
Oh really?
That's his nickname, yeah.
Wasn't there a basketball player who played the alien in the most recent Alien movie?
Oh, I don't know.
Like when the alien has
the child?
a child, and then it's a half human, half alien. It's one of the more disturbing things.
It may be the
that I've
most
seen.
disturbing thing I've ever seen in a
It's
movie.
so disgusting. It is so disturbing. It's like, oh, my child. Is that my child? No, it's an alien. It's so gross. But it's like, you look at the guy who played, it's kind of like, it's one of those things you kind of feel bad when an actor plays somebody ugly or something.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be disturbing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's we don't even need that much makeup. Let's just have this guy play the thing that we're thinking, what if a human had a baby with an alien?
Yeah.
It'd probably look like that guy over there. Here, hey, come over here. Come here.
We don't need
You-
the prosthetics. Just put makeup on them.
You ever have you ever acted? No. Good. That's better.
Dude, it's so funny we're talking about this. I saw Devil Wears Prada 2 yesterday, and in it, Anne Hathaway goes to this like really fancy dinner party, and there's all these famous guests there. And one of the people there is Karl Anthony Towns from the Knicks. And she's like, Karl Anthony Towns. Like, he's like, hey, how's it going? And I just was like, oh, I haven't seen an athlete in movies for like a decent amount of time. Uncut Gems. Dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Was it Garnett?
yeah.
Yeah, I need to see it.
He's great.
That's what you said.
All right. Want to do some trivia?
Yeah.
Who are the top 5 smartest people of all time,
Oh,
according to ChatGPT?
Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, 1 or 2. That's gonna be flip flopped.
You're right. The order's right.
They might have the current guy because I just looked this up, but I doubt it.
Okay, don't say it if you doubt it.
Okay, so I have to keep going from here.
Yeah, I want to see if we can get them all.
Aristotle.
Yep.
After this, it's getting tough.
One of them you won't get. The other one, I would say he'd probably be on a lot of lists.
Maybe I don't think so, but I could see somebody putting Hawking on. Stephen Hawking.
He's not. You don't think so? Like up there in the intellect,
I'm smarter than Hawking.
Yeah, you know how smart he is because you understand everything he understood.
No.
I like how would we know how smart they are?
Well, how would you know? I know. That's the question. I don't know how you would know.
There's a really famous name on here, and there's a modern within the last 150
Well,
years.
I mean, they could have Edison or Tesla on there. I'm kind of doubtful.
Do you want to guess that?
I don't want to say Edison, but Tesla, I could say. No, okay. Smartest of all time. I'm just trying to think of the huge world-changing discoveries that Newton and Einstein clearly were part of.
So I did just say the smartest, so that could apply to a wide range.
I mean, maybe Feynman. I doubt it, but
it could apply to a wide range of areas of brain excellence.
Yeah. Oh, so like maybe like a composer like Mozart or Bach or something like that.
That's not on here, but yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Terrence Tao I didn't know about this. He's like current do you know who this guy is? He's a current mathematician who, again, back to what you were saying, like, how could we know? But apparently he has such the highest level of understanding and discovery in so many different fields that, like, and then people will just have a problem that they've been working on forever, and then they'll like integrate him and he'll like solve it so quickly and stuff. And and then apparently he's like also just really like, amicable and friendly and pretty, like, normal. He's a great teacher. So it was interesting to learn about this guy, Terrence Tao. And that when I asked ChatGPT who are the smartest people living, it was like, this is pretty much what everyone agrees with this guy.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know.
I mean, come on, you can think of both of these.
Okay.
One was
philosophers, maybe like
no, Aristotle. They already got. This is an artist, engineer,
Da Vinci. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And someone from the 1900s. I was surprised this was on here. I wouldn't have guessed it.
Someone from woman or a man?
Man from the 1900s.
From the 1900s. Smartest.
It's not Oppenheimer, so don't guess that.
No one would think Oppenheimer. He was a great leader. 1900s. Besides, I mean, I'm only just thinking like, I want to, you could almost guess Marie Curie, but obviously it's not. I'm just trying to think of what I would think when I think of. I just have to think of the great. Oh, maybe Steve Jobs. That'd be dumb if someone or Elon Musk, but
no.
Okay, who?
World War II.
Yeah. Oh, Werner.
No.
It's not Hitler.
Father.
They're like, he's evil, but he's smart. ChatGPT is like, I'm trying to be objective.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, he did organize an effective organization. You're like asking Grok. It's not.
Yeah, Grok's like, yeah.
It's like, well,
I mean, come on.
We'll throw one out for the alternative thinkers. World War II.
He is the father of a specific field.
What, nuclear?
No. Dang, I want you to guess it so badly.
The father of
the most important current field.
AI. Oh, is it the guy from the Imitation Game?
Yeah, Turing. Alan Turing.
Alan Turing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I was surprised.
I don't know much. Yeah,
foundational figure in computing, artificial intelligence, code breaking, and mathematical logic. If we are judging minds that saw the future before almost anyone else did, he belongs here.
Thanks, Chad.
And then here were the near misses: Darwin, Galileo, Curie.
Sure,
you got that one. Nikola Tesla, nice. John von Neumann, Carl Friedrich, Gottfried, James Clerk Maxwell,
Bohr,
Ada
Niels
Lovelace, and Stephen Hawking.
Interesting. I love the history of science, and I still don't know a huge amount to the degree that I would know all the different discoveries behind all those names. But I do love I love looking at science through like a narrative, which this book I just read, the E = MC² book, it's just pure storytelling, and it tries to stay out of the actual science, which it's difficult to do. But when I hear the narrative, when I hear the history and the story of like, oh, and then this person made this small discovery that led to this, and then in the end, I almost can piece together what the actual discovery is.
Yeah.
And if I don't have the narrative of how they got there, it's so difficult for me to understand like the actual physics or of something.
Yeah.
It's so fun to me. All right, you want me to hit you with something?
Yeah.
I don't.
Hit me up. Think
Okay.
of something that you think that I might know.
That you might know.
I figured since you're so smart, you would
Okay.
know that one. That's why I chose it. You should feel complimented.
I should know all the geniuses, all the other ones.
I'm surprised you didn't say your own name.
What's given?
It's number 0.
Well, I haven't proven it yet. ChatGPT
Oh.
it has yet to come. The great discoveries that will come out.
This podcast will tell everyone.
This podcast will get it out there. Chat will be like,
You will teach the world.
this guy's got some crazy and amazing takes on LeBron. Wow. When Bronny comes out in this next game, they're gonna look back at this podcast.
He goes for 30.
They're gonna, yeah, and I'll actually be more famous than Bronny himself.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "There's a great thinker out there, Tyler Grandel. This guy, he knows."
You asked recently, what are the best openings to any movie?
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
I
Let's do
wonder
that.
what it'll say about that.
Best opening scenes to movies of all time. So you want me and you talk about it first? Because we talked about the Two Towers. Lord of
Well,
the
I want to
Rings.
try to guess based on what it says.
Okay.
All right. The Dark Knight.
It's not pulled up yet, but what am I supposed to do? Okay. Oh, these are interesting.
Is it pulled up yet?
It's pulled up.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's number 5.
Okay.
Oh, some of these are really obvious.
The Two Towers.
No.
None of the Lord of the Rings are on there.
No, it has the Fellowship.
Okay.
It's number 11. Yeah, a lot of these are I'm like, duh. I just didn't think of them. 'Cause,
Dang.
openings of movies are so different. You know how a movie opens? It's like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, you can open a movie that way, I guess, and then this way. It's like, and I just don't think of it.
Yeah.
All
right.
keep them coming.
Let's see. Pulp Fiction.
Yes. Number 12.
Okay. Is there any other Tarantino on there?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Because the greatest of all time, I would put it number 1, is Inglourious Bastards.
Yep.
Is that number 1?
Interestingly, so it has like a huge list of 20, and then it goes, my top 5 would be, and then it lists a different top 5 than the original top 5. So it's number 4, and it's like in ChatGPT's top 5, which I'm guessing he's just trying to mirror you because this is your guy. Inglourious Bastards number 4.
Okay. X-Men 2
X-Men 2. That's
or
fun.
X2?
I would not expect the ChatGPT would think that. I agree. It's not on here.
Oh, that opening is so phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just so fun.
Are there any superhero movies on there?
Well, Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's a couple sci-fis, but
Do I know all the movies on there?
yeah, you know of all the movies. There's a couple that I don't think that you're gonna guess.
This is way harder than I expected and not a fun trivia question.
Well, it'll be fun once I share them.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to tell you?
Give me another director who's on there.
Okay, Spielberg. It's number 1 is well, there's 2 Spielbergs on here.
Oh, Star Wars also.
There's
has to
3
be on.
There's 3 Spielbergs on here.
Okay, but
The
Star
one-
Wars is on there, right?
Yeah, Star Wars is on there.
Yeah. Okay, there's 3 Spielbergs.
If I'm remembering correctly, this one movie.
The
I think
opening to Jurassic Park is pretty good, but it's not great.
it's not on here.
I don't remember the opening to Schindler's List.
There's a Spielberg, there's a Scorsese, there's a Coen Brothers, there's a Fincher, there's a PTA.
Oh, for Coen Brothers is No Country on there? Because that's a great
Yes, it is.
opening.
Yeah, it is.
There's a
Oh my
PTA.
gosh, dude! No Country's opening is horrifically amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, Javier Bardem. Whew. Perfect.
His face.
Well, it's like I think I read something, whatever dumb thing that came up where people are like, "Oh, what's the most like realistic portrayal of a serial killer?" And Bardem was that's the most realistic because it was like, they named a couple other famous serial killers, and it was like Bardem, just cold, just robotic.
You know who's a disturbing serial killer in a movie is Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I have not seen
Don't. It's
I want
disturbing.
to. Silence of the Lambs. All right, you want to keep trying? You got 3. You have 3. You've got a Coppola you got to go to. You've got a
Coppola, The Godfather.
Yes.
They're just naming good movies.
It's still great. Yeah, it's still great openings.
Good movies open great. Is there any more Nolan?
No, I don't think so. You got Kubrick.
Clockwork Orange.
No. You've got
it's Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is tops. You've got a Pixar movie. You should get this one. This is one of the greatest openings of all time. This Pixar movie, I think, definitely.
All right, I can get this. The opening to Finding Nemo is pretty amazing. It's sad though.
It's so sad. This one is the saddest.
Oh,
If you don't cry, then you're
It's
not a
Up.
human being.
yeah, it's Up.
That's a serial killer test right there. Just show them Up and see if they cry.
This is a great question.
It's a fun question.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
once
you
you start-
forget like Up is. Yeah, give me some more clues. Hit me up with some clues. Cluesies.
Okay, there's another animated film, another great Disney film. That's the greatest Disney film of all time. So,
Lion King.
Yeah, that is a great opening. The opening to The Lion King.
It just doesn't feel like an opening scene.
Who cares? It's a musical. It counts.
All right.
Get out of here. Yeah, walk away. Don't try to argue with that. Well, because it's different. That's the thing that I'm talking about when I'm saying like openings.
Did you say opening scene? What did
Okay.
you say?
Doesn't matter.
No, I actually want to know.
Best opening scenes to
Okay.
movies of all time. That's an opening scene.
Okay.
You said the prologue to The Lord of the Rings was worked.
Fair enough.
That's
But
not.
I didn't-
That's not a scene.
But I didn't guess it. When I didn't guess it, I thought, well, that's not really a scene.
Wow.
I did. I genuinely did. I thought, oh, that's not a scene.
You're big and dumb.
And then I said, oh, it's the greatest prologue of all time. Because it's not
Okay.
a scene. I'm just telling you. That's what was in my brain. I'm not lying. I'm lying.
It's just lying there.
All right, Spielberg. What did he even do?
Yeah, you got 3. You got 3 Spielbergs to go here, buddy boy.
Okay, so
2 in
is
the-
there
in the
one of
top
the
2.
Indiana Jones, the one where
Yes.
the ball rolls toward him?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's Temple of Doom. Oh wait, in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I think Raiders is the one with the ball rolls. I can't remember.
I think you're right too. Yeah. Yep. It is.
And there's just one Indiana.
It's hard for me to say that about. I like Indiana Jones. I'm just not like a huge.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like it at all?
Mm-mm. If I'm with the right company, I'll watch it. But by myself, I'd be like, blech. Boring.
Okay. So you got one Spielberg, which is, and that is their number one. That's the number one.
They're number wrong. Was it in their top 5?
It was in both. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me give you some random ones.
Okay.
that I don't expect you to get. Scream.
I kind of never even seen it.
Drew Barrymore opening is brilliant because it starts like a playful horror trivia and becomes genuinely frightening. It
Ooh,
also-
is Halloween on there? Because that is terrifying opening.
no, but that is a
Okay.
freaking terrible. How about Touch of Evil?
Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Me neither. I've never seen it. Or
With Orson?
oh yeah, that is with Orson. I think that's all that would be like. I would not expect you to get. Everything else you could, with the clues I can give. Okay, so let me give you the directors one more time. So we got a Spielberg. We got a. You already got The Godfather. You already got Inglourious Bastards, and Pulp Fiction. You already got Dark Knight. Another Spielberg, Fincher, David Fincher. I don't know that I would particularly think of this. I've actually only seen this movie maybe once, maybe twice. I need to see it again.
The Fincher one?
Yeah.
7?
Nope.
8? So dumb.
You are dumb. And you got me. Okay, move on.
Okay.
PTA. Can you get this PTA movie? Again, I would not think of it like, oh, actually, I would be like, oh, this is a good opening. But again, greatest opening, I'm not sure. It does feel like it's kind of some of these I'd have to watch and be like, really? It's one of the greatest? Definitely one of the greatest films, but.
My brain is not clocking at 100% here. PTA movies. Boogie Nights, no. Punch Drunk Love, no. Magnolia, no. Oh, is it There Will Be Blood?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. Good job. You already got Pulp Fiction. You already got Space Odyssey. Up, Lion King, No Country. And then there's this one by Iñárritu, maybe, I think. Leo.
Oh, The Revenant?
Yeah. The bear attack.
That's the opening scene?
I think so. The opening attack is brutal, technically astonishing, and drops you into a world where survival is immediate and animalistic. It is a great.
Yeah, it is great. I didn't remember that it was the first scene. Any other ones I missed? Spielberg?
Yeah, you missed several Spielberg, dummy.
I can't think of Spielberg movies. He
right.
did.
You got to think of this. This is a Spielberg scary movie.
Is it
It's
Close
classic.
Encounters?
No, classic water based.
Oh, Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good.
Done it. And then this one, I genuinely am like, okay, yeah, this is got to be on the greatest openings of all time. It's Spielberg. It's like when you think of it, it'd be like, oh my gosh, duh.
I'm literally like trying to remember everything he has done. Like I'm like, okay, Indiana Jones,
He's done a lot.
Jaws, Jurassic Park. I need to think of John Williams stuff. I like that. That's actually like easier.
I'm trying to think
do.
of
AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay, I mean, if I give you like names of actors, then it becomes so easy. But yeah.
Okay.
Tom Hanks, war movie.
Oh. Like even when I was doing that, I was like, what did he do in the 90s? I'm like, oh, Schindler's List. Duh. It's like one of the greatest movies of all time. But Saving Private Ryan.
Yes. Dunzo?
Want to be done?
Sure.
All right.
That's fun.
That's all, folks.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.